At the start of the story, we meet a woman named Solène, who is 42 years old. She's really beautiful and runs an art gallery. Solène is educated, smart, and totally independent. But there's something missing in her life. She got divorced 5 years ago and now lives in Los Angeles with her daughter. Solène loves her daughter a lot and takes great care of her. Her ex-husband still comes around to see their daughter. Solène's daughter is a huge fan of a British boy band. So, her dad is taking her and her friends to the Coachella music festival, where his band is going to perform. Solène is about to go on a solo camping trip. She drops her daughter and her friends off at her ex-husband's place. Her ex invites her inside to meet his new wife and have some food, probably trying to make her jealous. But Solène refuses to go in. Then she leaves the kids there and heads back home, standing in front of the mirror by herself. She talks about how her ex-husband ruined her life. Actually, Solène's husband cheated on her, which is why they got divorced. After a while, her ex-husband shows up at her place and says he has to go out for some urgent work. So, he asks Solène to take the kids to the Coachella music festival. Solène doesn't really want to, but she has no choice and agrees. She gets ready and takes her daughter and her friends to the Coachella music festival. Solène's ex even got them VIP passes. Arrangements had been made nearby so she could fully enjoy the festival. Soleil's daughter and her friends wandered around, while Solène herself sat near the VIP area to relax. But then Solène felt the need to use the bathroom. So she stepped out and, while looking for the bathroom, accidentally walked into a vanity van. When Solène knocked on the bathroom door, a guy named Hayes came out. Solène went inside to use the bathroom, leaving Hayes a bit confused. When Solène comes out of the bathroom, Hayes tells her that he's a famous singer from a British boy band and that this vanity van belongs to him. Hearing this, Solène feels a bit embarrassed. Hayes tells Solène that he's about to perform soon. He's only 22, but his charm, personality, and smile make people crazy about him. Hayes starts feeling attracted to Solène and offers her a wine. They chat for a while, and Solène tells him that her ex-husband was supposed to pick up the kids, but for some reason, he couldn't. They had to bring him over. Just then, the staff comes and tells Hayes to get ready for his performance. Before the concert starts, the band members begin signing autographs for all the VIP fans. Solène is there too, with her daughter and her friends. Solène introduces them to Hayes. One of Solène's daughter's friends tells Hayes that Solène owns an art gallery and that he should definitely check it out. Then the concert kicks off, and Hayes' band starts performing. Everyone is having a blast, but halfway through, Hayes suddenly stops singing and looks at Solène. He sings for her, and she understands it too, her heart melting. The next day is Solène's birthday party, and she has a bunch of guests at her house. Several men around her age are flirting with her and asking her out to dinner, but she's not interested in any of them. The following day, Solène is at her art gallery, working. Then an employee comes in and tells her that some famous guy has arrived at the gallery and a crowd has gathered outside, so she should come quickly. When Solène goes to check, she sees Hayes. She's stunned to see him. It happens. Hayes says he wants to buy some art for his home. Solène starts showing him the gallery's stuff. Watching Hayes, it seems like he's really into buying art, but actually, he's just there to see Solène. Hayes ends up buying almost everything in the gallery. Then Solène tells him that her friend's warehouse has even better art that he'd definitely like. Hearing that, Hayes insists on going there. Solène dodges the media, gets him into her car, and takes him to her friend's warehouse studio. There, Solène starts showing him the art, and they start talking. Hayes says the world loves him for his name, but you're different from them. He tells Solène that he wants to get to know her better. Hayes is really hungry, so Solène puts him in the car, and they leave. They can't go to a restaurant because the media and fans might chase Hayes. So, Solène takes him to her place to feed him a sandwich. Her daughter isn't home, so no one will see Hayes. Solène starts making sandwiches, and Hayes helps her out. He starts to open up. Solène and Hayes talk about their families. Solène says her ex-husband cheated on her, which led to their divorce, and now she's alone. Her daughter is everything to her, so she doesn't trust people easily. As they talk, they both get emotional, and just then, Solène's phone rings. She goes to another room to take the call. Meanwhile, Hayes starts playing the piano. Solène comes back and says, "You play the piano really well." She looks at Hayes with affection, because she's already attracted to him. Hayes comes over, and they start kissing. But Solène stops him and says, this is all wrong. She tells him she's much older than him, and it's not right. But Hayes thinks age is just a number. He reminds her how special she is. He really likes how smart, down-to-earth, and real she is. But Solène doesn't listen and tells him to leave. As Hayes walks away, he deliberately leaves his watch on the table so he has an excuse to come back and see her, so they could meet again. After that, Hayes leaves. Just then, Solène's daughter comes back home, but Solène doesn't tell her anything. Solène notices Hayes' watch on the table and decides to keep it with her. The next day, Solène drops her daughter off at summer camp, and later that night, while reading a book at home, she gets a message from Hayes. He writes that he misses her a lot and invites her to meet him at a hotel in New York because he's going to perform there with his band. Hayes has started liking her, and his daughter has gone to summer camp for a few weeks. So Solène listens to Hayes and catches a flight to New York. Then, she goes to Hayes' hotel room, where he's staying. Seeing her, Hayes is really happy. They spend a lot of time together and get close. Hayes asks Solène to come to Europe with him, where he's going to perform a concert with his band. Solène agrees, but says their relationship should stay a secret. After that, he introduces her to the band, saying she's his art consultant. Then they all head to Europe. The band performs there, and in their free time, he and Solène explore new places together. He takes her to new restaurants, and later, back at the hotel, they fall deeply in love. A strong bond starts to form between them. Solène feels like color has returned to her incomplete life. She starts living again, laughing again. She begins to feel like a woman once more. Then Solène gets a call from her daughter. She lies that she's at home, busy with work. Here, Hayes and Solène hadn't told anyone about their relationship, but they always traveled with the band, which made people start suspecting they were dating. When Hayes and Solène were together at a restaurant, they were kissing. That's when celebrity media secretly clicked their photos. The next day, Hayes is at a resort with Solène, where Hayes' band members and their girlfriends are hanging out by the pool in revealing clothes. Solène feels a bit weird seeing the girls because they're so young and beautiful. Then Solène sits by the pool with Hayes. The band members already know about their relationship. The girl teases Solène about her age and her daughter, but Hayes doesn't care. They ask Solène how they met, and she says Hayes sang a song for her. The band members tell her, "We actually made that song, and whenever we liked a girl, we'd sing that song." He's even dated older women before. Hearing this, Solène feels really hurt and goes back to her room. Hayes follows her and apologizes, but Solène thinks he was just using her and that she's been fooled again. Hayes tells her, "I really love you. I've never felt this way with any other girl." Solène replies, "I'm much older than you. This relationship can't work between us." Without listening to him, she hands back his watch. She catches a flight back to Los Angeles. When she gets home, Solène sees that Hayes has gifted her the same painting she had shown at her friend's warehouse and said she really liked it. Seeing this, Solène feels a bit happy, but breaking up with Hayes leaves her really hurt inside. The next day, Solène's ex-husband and his wife come to see her. Her ex-husband says, "I heard you're dating Hayes because a friend of mine saw you two together." Solène replies, "He just talks to me about art. He wanted to buy it." Hearing this, Her ex-husband leaves. Then his wife tells Solène, "I'm going to divorce him because our relationship isn't working anymore. But I haven't told him that yet." Solène doesn't feel upset hearing this. The next day, Solène gets a message from Hayes. He tells her it's better to stay off social media. But Solène still opens social media and panics when she sees pictures of her and Hayes online. The media had leaked their photos, and people were talking a lot about her. People were talking bad about her. Her close friends started messaging her with questions, but Solène didn't answer anyone. When she went to pick up her daughter from summer camp, a bunch of people started bothering her with questions about Hayes. When her daughter found out that her mom had lied to her, she got really angry. But once she understood the whole truth, she forgave her mom. Solène told her daughter that people didn't like her relationship with Hayes because she was older than him. She says that if I weren't older than her, maybe no one would have any problem at all. Her daughter fully supports her and tells her, "Mom, you should meet Hayes. Listen to your heart." Now Solène, without caring about the world, goes to Hayes, who was recording a song in a studio. Hayes gets happy seeing her. They forgive each other and start their relationship fresh again. Then, both of them delete their social media accounts and start hanging out together. All this happens while living at Solène's place. But people keep trolling her on the media. Even Solène's daughter has to listen to all kinds of nasty things. There's always a crowd of media people outside their house. One day, Solène's ex-husband comes to her house and says that because of her relationship with Hayes, their daughter is going through a lot too. She's caught up in all this mess as well. Solène's daughter is happy for her mum, but gets made fun of at school. Solène is tired and really stressed out from all this. Solène's husband takes their daughter from home. He leaves and takes her away from the media to drop her off at school. Meanwhile, Hayes goes to New York for work. When Solène goes to pick up her daughter from school, she finds her really upset. Her daughter says she's been hearing a lot of stuff because of Solène's relationship with Hayes. Hearing this breaks Solène's heart. Around the same time, Solène finds out that her ex-husband's wife has divorced him. Solène leaves her daughter with her dad and comes back home. When she checks social media, she sees that people, not only her, but her daughter, is also getting trolled. Now Solène has to make a decision. She must choose between Hayes and her daughter. When Hayes returns from New York, Solène tells him, "I can't keep this relationship going like this anymore." Hearing this, Hayes gets really upset and says, "You're the one I've always been looking for. My life feels incomplete without you." Solène replies, "I love you, Hayes, but I can't keep doing this if it means hurting my daughter." Saying that, she walks away. A little while later, Hayes shows up at her house. He asks, "Do you think your daughter will finish college in 5 years? Then, can we give our relationship another chance?" It was really hard for both of them to be apart, but it was necessary. He puts his watch on the table and walks away. Solène goes back to her old life, but a part of her heart feels empty. Meanwhile, he tries to move on too. And just like that, 5 years pass. Solène's daughter finishes college and lands a good job. One day, Hayes comes to meet Solène at her art gallery. He's started to look a bit older now. There's a beard on his face, which is why fans don't chase after him like they used to. But the love in his eyes is still there. That same unfinished love. They look at each other, and once again, that old sparkle lights up in their eyes. With a slow, deep, and genuine kiss filled with love, they complete their unfinished romance. And that's how this beautiful story ends. So, if you ever get a chance like this, would you want to be in a relationship with a celebrity? Why would you want to? And if not, why not? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.